Okay, hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Victor. Okay, so this is the last and the fifth session of the how to fix a site. Of course, especially if it's a WordPress site, so you could use the same approach. You can fix the site if you have this kind of vulnerability. Okay, we started by trying to understand how the site was built. Then we started doing some manual inspection, started doing some vulnerability assessment to try to see what was different from how the site was built. Started removing those files. Now we're able to log into the dashboard. Now we started fixing most of those files that had integrity issue. Now the last thing we want to do is hardening, post-hack activities, and also alerts. So first, let's look at hardening. So how do you harden a website? You can harden a website if it's a WordPress site by using some plugins. You just want to click on this, right? Make sure all of this is ticked, is green. Then you want to tap on this. Check updates now, verify WordPress version. I think we can also update this site right away, right? You can upgrade this website, update version. Normally, you should have a backup for this before you do it, but I'm sure this site is on my server, and I wouldn't have issues if I have to go back and pick up updates, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. Okay, yeah, so I'm using the updated version of WordPress. So this is a nice thing you want to do. Let's go back to hardening. Right, so WordPress version. So this is fixed. The last thing is firewall, WAF. So if your site have a WAF, then it gives you more credence. So security, WAF, pricing. So WAF is not free. WAF has a pricing. So if you have that budget, you can fix it, or you can use other methods to like patch your site and make sure it's secure. I'll do a separate videos for specifically patching and hardening the site. But if you want to use a WordPress plugin, if you want to use a WordPress plugin that is free, you can use Sucuri and I can do most of the basic stuffs for you. So these are the pricings. 111, that's $200 per year. The tax I'm doing now is actually what, about $100, $200. Now, so you cannot do this if you don't have, what is it called? If you don't have the WAF license. Okay, so you need to purchase firewall. So if you purchase that, you can implement it. That is going to add a layer of security to the site. Now, what do you do post-hack? Now, you want to make sure that you do some reset, generate new security keys. I'll tap on this and generate new keys. Of course, it's going to log me out. It's not be able to allow me, I think, to also log into this site. I have to now like re-log in. So I will generate new keys. Now, this is going to be useless for you because after this video, I'm going to come back and still reset this file. I'm just trying to show you how it is done to make sure that you have new authentication keys for your site. The next thing you want to do, and the last thing here for this series, is that you want to make sure you have alerts. You see, all of the changes that we've done on the site or fix we've done in terms of integrity, the files being tampered with, we need to know when all of these changes are happening. If you don't know, then you are not able to take action. It's just like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Most of these platforms have OTP. They have alert systems when somebody from another location is trying to log into your site or to make changes to your social media account and the rest, and you're going to be notified. They will tell you that we saw that my internet. Oh, is it my internet? Okay, so it's trying to tell me to log in because I just set the I just reset the authentication key. So I will log in afresh so that I can continue working, right? I'll refresh. I thought my internet went off, but I think all is good. So I'll go to alert. So you want to get alerts for everything that happens. So one good thing you can do for all of your sites is that you cannot implement security measures without infusing monitoring systems. Because if you have the best CCTV cameras installed, and you don't have those that have alarm enabled, or you don't have it on your mobile phone to be able to monitor what is happening, it's as good as nothing. So here I'm going to add my mail. Okay, let me add this mail as an alert mail. So I've added this. I'm going to delete this guy, this test stuff. So I have one email for alerts. Now, what are the things do you want to set alert for? Domain event, remote address, domain event, you can submit. Okay, or what is going to be the what's it called? The subject of the email you are going to receive. You can say, okay, alert from shub.com.ng for your information. So if I submit, so this is going to be like the mail I'm going to receive. Invalid characters, what's happening? Okay, I think it doesn't want dots. So I'll submit this. Awesome, that has gotten. Good. So the next thing is that how frequent do you want these alerts? Every 5 hours, that's the lead. Unlimited alerts per hour. I think 5 hours is fine. Brute force attack. When you have a brute force attack, how many failed login attempts do you want to allow per hour? 30. What kind of alerts do you want to receive? Receive email alert for changes in the setting of the plugin. Yes. Receive email alerts in HTML. That would be good so it's readable. Receive email alerts for core integrity checks. Awesome. Receive email alerts for available updates. Fine. Okay. Receive email alerts for new user registrations. I want to be aware. Receive email alerts for successful login attempts. I've seen instances where somebody is trying to log into your website, and for all of those attempts, you want to know, because people are going to be trying funny things to try to get to the website. So if you are aware, good enough. Receive email alert for failed login attempts. Yes, they are warning you. You may receive tons of emails. That's fine by me. At least I want to know all of those attempts. Receive email alert for password guessing attacks. I want to get email for it, right? You could typically tick anything that you like. Receive when my team is updated, I want to be aware of it. When a new team is installed, when the plugin is deleted, I want to know. Let me submit this. Okay, I think one more thing we can do is, I think that's just fine. So let's do some tests. Let's send a test alert. It's gone. Let me go to that email and let me refresh. So I think we'll go to primary. Did it come to the spam? Yes, this is it. I'm not going to say this guy is not a spam. This guy, oh, sorry. This guy, yes, report this guy is not a spam. So you see the domain, my IP address. If I check this IP address now, rather my IP address. What is my IP address? I see it's the same thing. So it's going to track even all of those attempts. It's going to track them, right? So once I say not spam, that's fine, right? So they all come into the inbox, right? Let's go try to attempt to log in to this website now. So I'm going to sign out from the site. Let me say we are hackers, right? So it's just allowing me 2 more attempts because there's another plugin that takes care of how many attempts you can have. But what I'm trying to check or do is to see how to make sure that I get alerted when any attempt is made. Okay, hope I have Okay, I would attempt another one. And I will do another one. Let me still see. Okay, I'll pause the video. I'll wait. Whenever I see the email alerts, I'm going to come back. Okay, I have refreshed and it doesn't seem to come, but I just remember when we were doing the configuration that we said every 5 hours. So this email will not come until about 5 hours. If we chose and said we wanted it to happen unlimited times as it happens, that means for every alert that is generated is going to send to the email. I think maybe as a bonus, maybe in the next 24 hours, I'm going to come back, and if I see the email, I will drop that in the series. I think that's all on how to fix a website that is hacked, that had injection, and some little checks you can do to try to make sure your site works. Now, I don't have any alerts. The site looks good, up and running. Thank you for attending.